Welcome to Youth Unfiltered,
the show where we move away from the grooving and the turning up and instead focus on the actual issues affecting our youth today. Featuring actual youth, completely unfiltered. My name is Sibu Mpanza, and today I'm joined by Paseka, Coco Brown, and Emmanuel to chat future focus. We're talking school, career, and everything in between. Thank you guys so much for joining me.
Thank you very much.
It's good to have you.
As an aspiring educator, I really don't think that the traditional forms of education is preparing our youth for the future. So the fourth industrial revolution is currently taking place, right? So our modern day things are very important, such as how to navigate online systems, how to navigate AI and things like that. Your normal chalk and talk isn't going to work in your textbooks and stuff like that. So I really feel like some of the teaching methods is quite outdated in the classroom.
I don't believe, reason being that because if you can see the things that were being taught at school, most of them we don't put them into implementation into the real world. Like you go back to your high school, they teach you LO, but now how does LO benefit me right now? What they teach us also here in school, it doesn't benefit us in most cases. Because you go to the workplace, they say that they need work experience. Why are you supposed to get such things? So to me, it doesn't benefit us in any way.
Okay guys, I want to start with us just going around and talking about digital literacy. Do you guys feel like schools are doing enough to teach students how, not just, I think I remember I was told this is how you start a Facebook account. It was back then, 2008, I was in grade 8, but more. Okay, please. Thank you, Paseka. You don't have to mention it, okay? I'm only turning 30 next year.
Hectic.
Okay? But do you guys feel like schools are doing enough to actually teach us how to use it in a healthy way?
I'm just worried about, I'm not answering your question.
Sure, no, go for it.
The responsibilities that we are putting on schools,
sure,
right? I think also we should look at what our parents are doing, because schools have a core business to teach, to make sure it's teaching, research and learning. And also, I think there's a certain extent of what are we doing to make sure that we are not victims of social media, not victims, I'm sorry.
I really like that. I don't know. I like phones allowed now at schools.
Yeah, a lot of the times they are. Yes, some schools are.
It's
a weird time, guys. It's a weird time.
I remember
also,
we used to be scared to keep it.
Because also, why are phones allowed at schools? You're there for a number of hours for a certain reason. Why are phones allowed? So I do feel like. I agree a lot with you. We were putting too much responsibility on schools with that particular subject, and parents really do need to be more responsible in that regard.
Emmanuel?
Well, my take on it is that in as much as there could be advantages or disadvantages rather, we should also look at the positive side. Where the responsibilities of the institutions come in is where they try to, limit the access to certain sites to say, you can't use this site while in school. Focus on this site. These are the sites allowed for you to access just for learning purposes. Because, the internet is supposed to be for our advantage. Humans created it. It shouldn't ruin us. You understand? So if we can use it as a tool of development, it will be of benefit.
Yes, I did take a gap year after my matric, because now it was just a matter of, I'm from a very disadvantaged community. I was unaware of the opportunities that laid after schooling. Because where we come from in most cases, it's just a matter of if your parents don't have money to take you to university, you can't go to university. But I can say the reason why I took a gap year, I was not even aware that I had a bursary, because I was the top achiever at my school. I was not even aware. So that was the reason why I took a gap year, because I didn't see myself as one of the kids who can walk to the University of Johannesburg in the green grasses, sitting there and laughing with other kids.
No, I did not take a gap year. So basically, I was in matric literally during COVID. It was tough. That is when the whole online thing also made its way. So it was really difficult for me to navigate that. But then also my first year was online. So I did not take a gap because I just felt like if I had to take a gap year, I would be lazy and I would lose motivation to also just continue what I'm doing. So I just felt like keep doing what you're doing. You're almost there. So yeah.
I want to talk about a bit of a controversial topic. Let's talk gap years, okay? When I finished high school, my mom would not even see. She would say, don't even bring the G word up. I don't want to hear it. She used to say, gap years bring babies. That was like her line. And I was like, how? Mamzo, there's so many other things I could be doing in my gap year. Do you guys think that gap years are valuable, or are they just a setback?
Well, I would say I'm guilty. I did not take 1 or 2. I took like 3.
Hey, is that even a gap year?
Is that how much time you need?
There must be another word bigger than gap.
I think they are fundamentally important.
Sure.
You're 16, you're 15. How do you decide about your future at that age?
Your entire life.
Your entire life, right? I think they're important. It's that 1 year you get to say, I've been doing this so much. What am I interested in? And also, let's rest, Bafit. Let's rest. Varsity, varsity is not up and place.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, absolutely. I could relate with Pasek.
It took 5.
It took a leap
5
year.
years.
That was like a leap year.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But I think it depends on the individual also.
Sure.
Because if you see it as, yo, this is an opportunity for me to develop myself, this is an opportunity for me to sit back, study myself first before I go study. You know what I mean? You need to study yourself first. And you see it as an opportunity to say, okay, I want to decide and try to plan out and map out what I want to do.
Yeah.
You understand? So if you see it as a developmental phase, it will definitely be. But if you see it as a phase like, yo, I'm just gonna chill, have babies, you know,
That's a bad guy. Coco? I agree. I think we were raised by the same parents.
Yeah.
My mom also had the same sentiments. Like, you can't not go to school. You're gonna be doing drugs, get pregnant, party, and whatever, you know. And like I was saying earlier on, I really wish I had done that, because I think I would have saved so much time, and I would have saved my mom's money, and I would have probably gotten better grades, and then I would have been in a better mental health space altogether. So I absolutely encourage it. Like you were saying, as long as you utilize your time properly, it can be beneficial.
I love that. We have arrived at my favorite part of the show, the time where we get to cancel something that has to do with the topic that we've been talking about, okay? I will start. We've already spoken about it, but if I could cancel anything, it would be that gap years are bad, that notion that they're bad. Because I agree with everything that we've said. And sometimes even watching your friends who are at varsity, then you can see, okay, this is what we're doing, this is what we're not doing. Because honestly, there's a lot of first years also who are having babies anyway. So whether I'm at school or not, it doesn't change what's happening. Okay, who wants to start? Who wants to cancel something?
I want to cancel age restrictions.
Okay.
Yeah, right. So I started high school in Nigeria, and there were no age restrictions for you to get into school.
Okay.
So I realized here in South Africa, you need to be a certain age for you to start creche, right? For you to start school. Yeah. And it sort of limits or delays your progression in academics. So in Nigeria, you get people out of high school at the age of 14, 15, and younger sometimes. You understand? So if we could take out age restrictions in the South African educational system, I think it would be quite progressive.
That's so interesting.
I have never thought about that.
Same, yeah.
I want to cancel gatekeeping. Okay. I'm being a feminist, but
Go for
okay,
it,
let's
please.
go. But also, just like from also an educational perspective, I mean, think about all the things that you wish you knew, and all the people you wish you had access to, but you didn't because of certain circumstances that you were in, and having platforms that can give people information and access.
So I would like to cancel alcohol.
Alcohol, okay.
I want to cancel alcohol.
Wait,
in the context.
In the context of
in
education.
the context, because most young people are going through what they're going through because of alcohol. Can we up the age to 21?
That's what I was going to ask. Are you one of those people who says 21
let's
instead
go
of 18?
even 25.
Whoa, guys, whoa!
can't believe him and I are agreeing.
You guys are really unfiltered. 25.
So I want to cancel alcohol.
Okay, I'm with it. Thank you so much to our wonderful guests for joining us today.